gigantic, classified, and terrifyingly real. These machines were forged in the dark, secret era of the Soviet Empire, hidden from satellites and sworn off public records, built not for show, but for domination. And while the world was watching rockets and Red Square parades, the USSR was engineering monsters behind iron curtains. Imagine tanks with wings, helicopters with legs, flying saucers built in brutalist bunkers, nuclear submarines that nearly lit up the planet. Some were nuclear missiles, but on wheels. Others were doomsday devices. And a few? They were never meant to come back. But what are the insane and most dangerous Soviet machines that the world was not supposed to see? Well, you are about to see machines so outrageous, so dangerously advanced for their time, that Western intelligence dismissed them as myths until they surfaced, briefly, violently, then vanished. So, what were those machines? In this video, let's find out. Number 10. KM Ekranoplan. Imagine a plane that doesn't fly, and a boat that doesn't float. That's the Ekranoplan, part aircraft, part ship, all terror. Built by the Soviets to skim just above the water using ground effect, it flew under the radar but carried enough missiles to sink a fleet. At 240 feet long, it was longer than a Boeing 747 and heavier than the average naval destroyer. The West called it the Caspian Sea Monster. The Soviets called it Top Secret. Number 9. Object 279. Most tanks are built to fight wars. This one was built to survive the end of the world. Object 279 was a 60-ton, 4-tracked monster designed to keep moving even after a nuclear explosion. It had a special hull to withstand shockwaves, and its armor was so thick it made Western tanks look like cardboard toys. It's believed that only one with extreme abilities was ever made, because even the Soviets realized the apocalypse might not need tanks. Number 8. The Antonov A-40. In 1942, Soviet military engineers attempted what should have been impossible, a tank designed to glide into combat. The Antonov A-40 was the result. Engineers took a T-60 light tank, attached massive wooden wings and a tail assembly, and planned to tow it behind a bomber into battle. Once released, it would glide into position, drop its wings, and begin fighting immediately on the ground. However, the project exposed the limits of wartime ambition. The tank created so much drag that the bomber towing it was nearly forced out of the sky. The flight was cut short, the glider detached early, and the A-40 landed safely, but the concept was abandoned. The weight-to-drag ratio simply made it unworkable. Still, it proved how far the Soviet Union was willing to go in pursuit of battlefield shock value. Number 7. The Mil-Me-10. The Mi-10 was developed during the Cold War as a logistics helicopter capable of lifting enormous loads that standard helicopters couldn't handle. Built off the Mi-6 platform, the Mi-10 featured elongated landing gear legs that allowed it to walk over cargo, secure it beneath its frame, and lift off without the need for loading docks or cranes. It could carry awkward, oversized loads like buses, radar arrays, and even prefabricated buildings, all from above. The extended legs made it visually bizarre but operationally brilliant. It could carry up to 15 tons and was featured in military exercises and international air shows. Before we continue, are you enjoying the video? If so, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with fellow enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for more jaw-dropping content on mega machines, groundbreaking engineering feats, and revolutionary farming innovations. Now, let's dive back in. Number 6. Project EKIP. Project EKIP was one of the Soviet Union's most radical aerospace ventures. It wasn't just unconventional, it defied aviation norms entirely. E-Kip was a saucer-shaped aircraft designed for maximum fuel efficiency, capable of taking off from land or water using air cushion lift technology. The entire craft functioned as one aerodynamic wing, making traditional control surfaces unnecessary. The aerodynamic advantages were significant. E-Kip's fuel consumption was less than 1/3 that of standard aircraft at the time. Some models were designed to carry 400 passengers and even accommodate vehicles on board. However, with the collapse of the Soviet Union, the program lost funding. What remained was a prototype of a future that never arrived and one of the most mysterious aircraft ever constructed in secrecy. Number 5. K-84. Ekaterinburg. In 2011, the K-84 Ekaterinburg, a Delta IV class nuclear submarine, caught fire during routine maintenance in dry dock. At the time, it was carrying 4 nuclear missiles. The blaze began in the scaffolding surrounding its bow and spread to the hull, threatening a chain reaction that could have resulted in one of the worst nuclear disasters in history. For over 20 hours, emergency crews battled the fire, while officials attempted to downplay the severity. Later reports indicated the presence of nuclear weapons on board, contradicting earlier statements. A detonation would have triggered a catastrophe rivaling or surpassing Chernobyl. Despite the close call, the submarine was repaired and quietly returned to service. Number 4. The AN-225 Maria's secret twin. Everyone knows the Antonov AN-225, the world's heaviest aircraft. But what most people don't know is that the Soviets secretly planned a second one to carry the Buran space shuttle and military equipment across the globe. Only one was completed before the USSR collapsed. It wasn't just a cargo plane, it was the Soviet answer to global air dominance. And the second one? Still in pieces, a ghost of what could have been. Number 3. The K-222 submarine. The K-222 wasn't just fast, it was terrifying. Built with a titanium hull, this Soviet sub could reach 44.7 knots, or over 51 miles per hour underwater, making it the fastest submarine ever built. The West called it Papa Class. It was so expensive that even the Soviets flinched. But once it was underwater, nothing could catch it. It could sneak up, deliver a nuclear strike, and disappear like a ghost in the black water. Number 2. The N-1 rocket. Before the Americans landed on the moon, the Soviets had a contender, the N-1 rocket. It was taller than the Saturn V, had 30 engines, and was supposed to beat NASA to the moon. However, every time the rocket was launched, it exploded. Every single time. But its final test was so massive it flattened half a launch pad the size of a city block. Had it worked, history might have been very different. Number 1. The MAZ-7907. Built in total secrecy, this 28-wheeled, 8-axle monstrosity was designed to carry mobile nuclear missiles across rough Soviet terrain. It looked like a factory on wheels and could roll through ice, snow, and mud to deliver world-ending payloads. The most terrifying part? It was fully electric. Tell us, would these insane machines still be underused in modern-day Russia? Isn't it true they would have modernized them, making them more deadly and gigantic? In the comment section right below, share your thoughts on what more hidden and top-secret machines the Soviet Union used to have. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get more videos on technological feats and farming advancements that are changing the world. Until the next video, stay tuned.